Guys, I'm Harif Kannan and this is day 3 of me learning coding. And this today the video is gonna be of good quality, and I hope that you guys can learn, because I have been creating this day 3's videos in the morning 9 o'clock, and it's 11 at the night now. And this is like the fourth or fifth take I have been taking. And my brother gave me some recommendations that I talk only in English and I don't play with my nose too much, but I might have to, since I have severe cold. So excuse me if I do, and it will be completely in English, and the video is gonna be efficient in a way, because no matter how hard I tried, the videos ended up being 40 minutes or 50 minutes long. But I have figured out a way, which I did on day one, to make it 10 or 20 minutes long. Let's hope that it's short. So here we are. So these are so yesterday I left my teaching with yesterday I stopped yesterday I stopped at list. So now I'm gonna begin with sort. So one thing that I missed in list are list sorting. So here is what list sorting is. So the sort method sorts the list in ascending order. So basically you can see what happens here. So we have a list called boys: Harib, Alan, Sanjay, Joel, and Shreya. So the sort function is applied, and then I print it, and we get a sorted list: Alan, Harib, Joel, Sanjay, and Shreya. This is in the alphabetical order. So that is what sort function does. Sort method does. Functions and methods are the same thing, so it doesn't matter what you call it. And then we go to next thing called tuple. Tuple is also another data type in Python, and tuple is ordered and it is immutable. Immutable meaning that it can't be changed. Elements can't be added, deleted once a tuple is created. You can only create another tuple, a new tuple, but you can't modify the existing tuple. So, and tuple can be accessed using the normal thing how you access like a list, contact concatenation and slicing. So here's a tuple, and you create list with square brackets, and you create a tuple with parentheses. So here I've created a tuple here, names equal to Harib, Alan, Roger, and Steve. Now I check the length of the tuple. It's 4. It's 4 elements. Now we check. We use the int function. We check if the alum is in the names. This is the error that I did, which I had noticed, but I just didn't change because alum is not in the list. The name Alan is in the list. So if I'm gonna run this again, it's gonna be true. So I had already discussed about int function yesterday. So moving on next, then we can sort. There is no sort function. I think I tried it once. It showed me an error, so I just used the sorted function, which was shown in the video. As you guys already know, I'm following this tutorial. Uh, I guess I'm not able to find it quickly now, so we're just gonna skip through it. So I'm following the free code camps tutorial, and they had used this sorted function to sort tuple. So there again, so Alan, Harib, Roger, and Steve, the tuple has been sorted. Now, now we create to how do we add elements in tuple? So there's no other way around it except creating a new tuple. So we create a new tuple called newt, and names plus Tina slash Quell, print newt. So we get Harib, Alan, Roger, Steve, Tina, and Quell. So that's all they're gonna discuss about tuples. Tuples is just another data type. So let's not waste too much of our time in it. Now let's get to dictionary. Dictionary is a really useful and important data type. It's a new data type that is not available in older versions of older languages like C or C++, but it is available in Python. So dictionary is an unordered mutable collection of key value pairs, and where each key is unique. I don't have to explain much. I made these notes for you guys, man, just because I want the teaching to be efficient, so quick as soon as possible. So I'll show you guys. They go. This is called a key, and this is the pair. So this is the value. So this is a key value pair. This is what dictionaries are made of. The dictionaries are made of key value pairs. So the first we create a dictionary called dog, and we create two key value pairs. So the first key value pair is name, which is called Roger. We have created three key value pairs. Third is second is age, which is 5, an integer, and the third one is color, which is gonna be golden. Now we try printing the list, we try printing the dictionary, so we get this output, and then we can access particular elements just by using the keys in a square brackets like I've used it here. And as you can see, I access Roger here, right? So what else can we do? Then we can update the dictionary as we wish. uh, uh, it's a bit difficult to do it, it's a bit complex to do it in lists, updating any things, but here we just have to use the keys name, and you can easily change the required required thing. So I'm gonna print so here I'm updating the name as Sid, and I'm gonna print dog, the output. So from Roger we go back to Sid. So dictionaries are very useful, as you can already notice. And then we just use the get function here to get the color of the dog, which is golden. And there is also we can just set default values here. If there is no keypad available named breed, then by default we are just gonna get golden retriever. So that's another thing available which was taught to me in the video, and I'm telling you guys. And print dog dot keys. Yeah, so this thing is just gonna return, this is gonna print all the keys available, which is name, age and color. And we can also we can print the we can also do the same for, let me just show it as I do. So we can also do the same again, boom, and this thing, I guess, is this. So you can do the same for keys and values. You can get them in a list. As you can see, now I get them in a list instead of dict keys. So this is possible. And what else is possible with dictionaries? Here I show you how to add a new element in the dictionary. So this is how we basically do it. Dog, we put this key here in square brackets, and we mention the value here with the quotation mark. And we can also delete, sorry, we can also delete this using del. And now that I'm gonna print, these are the things available here. So it's name, age, favorite food which is meat. So that's all we are going to discuss about functions, I mean, sorry, about dictionaries. Next we are going to just hop on to sets. Sets are similar to dictionaries, but sets contain unique value. So what happens is you can perform multiple mathematical operations, and you can do, as you learned in your school days, during 12th grade, 11th grade, you have studied about union, intersection, difference, floor difference, greater than, less, I mean, superset, subset. All those functions are available in sets, and I'm gonna explain a few. So so we create two sets. One is food one, burger, pizza, biryani and dosa. And we create another set which is pasta, burger, sandwich and momos. So let's see what are the I'm gonna just show you three operations here, which is union, intersection and difference. Oh guys, I should also tell you guys, there is another way to do this, which is just directly using the intersection function. But I have just stuck to the operators since it's much easier to use just the operators. So we gotta use ampersand here, a line, and the minus is for the difference. So I'm just gonna print everything out, and what do we get? So if we gonna union everything, just so since the burger is here twice, I think guys know what union is. I'm not gonna explain any further. And the intersection is the thing that is common between both lists, both sets, and that's the thing that is common between both sets is burger. So we get the output burger. And difference is food one minus food two would be, so the one thing that is common is burgers, so the output should be pizza, biryani and dosa. Pizza, biryani and dosa, so which is dosa, biryani and pizza, like I told you guys. So what else do we do? Okay, so I'm showing you guys how to add elements in a list. So how do we do that? We just do this food1 dot add, that is the function. So very simple, right? And using the clear function, we can completely empty the set. So ye dekho, I mean, look at this. So print food1, get this output, and after I use the clear function, the set is empty. Right. Now we hop on to functions. Functions are nothing but just a reusable block of code. So we can write a function somewhere in the program and we can use it later whenever we want to. So let's see the definition that I've gotten from internet, of course. Function in Python is a reusable block of code that performs a specific task defined using the def keyword followed by a name, and optional parameters invoked using function name followed by parentheses. This is too much blah blah blah. Just remember this, guys. Function is a reusable block of code that performs a specific task. This should be good enough. Even if you're gonna write CS exams, this is just what you gotta write. Function is a reusable block of code that performs a specific task. I clearly remember this because my teacher had made me memorize this particular sentence. So, Indian schools, it is what it is. Indian universities, I mean. So, here I've created a very simple function named hello, and I pass the parameter, and I have a parameter called nam. Since I've already used name here, I just named it nam. Too lazy to name it anything else. So nam, and I'm gonna print it hello plus nam, and I'm gonna pass the argument Hari. So here I have told you guys what parameters and arguments are. This is my own definition about them. Parameters are the values accepted by the function inside the function definition. Yeah, this is what I understand. So function definition, get it? This is the function definition, and this is where you put the parameter. And what the arguments are, this is the argument. Arguments are the values passed to the function when it is called. We call the function here hello, and this is the argument that we pass to this thing now. And what the output is, hello Hari. Yes, we can also do this. We can pass multiple parameters like this, and we gotta make sure that we put it here, age and name. We gotta specify it, or else we'll get an error. Let's say we skip this thing. Let's say we don't put name. What happens? We get an error. Great, missing one required positional argument, name. So let's not do that. Let's put back name, and let's just put Sham, Shreya, Alan, Paul. We gonna play some freaking ball. Paul, Shreya, what you doing? So hello Sham, you're 21 years old. Yeah, he is. So, and then using this asterisk symbol, you can pass multiple arguments. So I've used this greet function, and I've passed multiple arguments, Harib, Sanjay, Joel, and we get the output hello Harib, hello Sanjay, hello Joel. And since it's Python, we have nested functions. Nested functions are nothing but functions inside functions. So what is the definition that I've gotten from ChatGPT? Nested function in Python are function defined within other functions. Yep, that is true. What does they do? These inner functions have access to the variables, right? Enclosing the outer function, allowing for encapsulation and modularization. So I have used this in nested function here, and here it is. So the outer function, inner function. The outer function is called x, and the inner function is called. I'm sorry. I've created two functions called outer function and inner function. The arguments passed for the outer function is 5. This is the parameter x. And the inner function is y. The argument. I'm sorry guys, I'm getting disturbed by my parents, so I'm just losing focus. Let me just tell my dad to please leave. அப்பா வீடியோக்குள்ளே வரீங்க கொஞ்சம் போகிறீங்களா? வீடியோக்குள்ளே வரீங்க கொஞ்சம் சைடில் வாங்க போதும். I'm back guys, thank you. So a while loop. Next we are going to discuss about loops. So a while loop is a loop that will be repeated multiple times until the condition is false. When the condition is true, it will just keep repeating over and over. So a while loop. Let's see the definition that I have written. A while loop in Python repeated. Okay, same thing I have done. Okay, as long as the condition is true. A condition is evaluated before each iteration, that is true, and if it evaluates wait to fall, the loop terminates. Like I told you guys. Let's see what the code is. Count is equal to 0. while count is less than 5, print count. So it is gonna keep counting, it is gonna keep printing until the count becomes less than 5. If you're gonna do less than or equal to 5, then we just might get 5 here. I think that makes sense because in Python or whatever coding language you use, the first, I don't know what you call it, but it always begin with, you start counting from 0. You always remember that. So, and then we come across for loop. For loop is where you know that you just want to run this thing certain time, certain amount of times. Like we already know that I just want to run this loop for until I get the output 10. So the loop will keep running until I get the output 10. So we can keep running it until we get what we want. So let's see the definition. A for loop in Python is used to iterate over and over a sequence. Execute a block of code for each element in the sequence. Right. So fruits, apple, banana, cherry. For fruit and fruits, print fruits. So every time the fruit is here, it keeps printing it one by one. Apple, banana, cherry. But to get a better idea, see, so we have set the range here 11, right? So it's gonna print items. We have created something called items, and it's gonna keep printing until they reach the range 11. So beginning from 0, it's gonna print till 10. And oh, we're gonna almost end, guys. I just want to end it quickly. The break statement. The break statement just terminates the loop. Like once they see the break, the loop just ends. That's basically all you gotta know. The definition that I break statement terminates the loop entirely, controls the move statement immediately to the next loop. Yes. So what happens here? For I in range 10, if I is equal to 5, break. It doesn't reach till 10. Here it has reached till 10, right? But here it breaks at 5. And why is that? Because we have used the break function. And then there's also continue function. Using the continue function will only skip the current iteration that is going on. So in the definition that I've used, skips the current iteration of the loops and moves to the next iteration. Yeah. So for I in range 5, if I is equal to 3, continue. So when if I is equal to 3, then it just moves on to the next iteration. Basically, you can see the output here 0, 1, 2, 4. And that's all I had to tell you guys today, and I'm gonna just end it very quickly now. I'm just gonna probably talk for 10 more seconds. As day goes by, like I told you guys, I think today's content is much better than the previous 2 days. So like I told you guys, I'll get better ideas and I'll get better at creating content. So this is day 3, and this is Harif signing off. Bye bye. Love you always. Bye bye.